Well, guys, today we celebrate Martin Luther King, one of the great leaders of the civil rights movement. And I think if he saw some of what was going on today, I think he'd be rolling over in his grave, unfortunately. I'm reading some of the articles about how far we've progressed in the fight for equality and against racism. And I had to point out a couple of these articles that I saw. New York College segregates faculty and staff by race for year-long anti-racism institute. New York College separates participants by people of color and white. I mean, think about that. Because nothing screams progress like solving racism with racism. This is what the left would have us believe these days. I mean, these are some more of the things that are just absolutely insane. Okay? White people banned from off-campus UC Berkeley student housing common areas. The Berkeley Co-op also states that residents must alert others when they intend to bring white guests to the house. So today we're celebrating a man who put his life on the line to ensure that people are equal, and some of the most liberal institutions in the world are doing the exact opposite. DC public schools host racially segregated affinity groups for staff. The goal of these affinity groups is to create a safe space among colleagues, school principal says. So they're segregating people by race. I sort of feel like, wasn't that the opposite? Wasn't that the problem? Wasn't that what started, whether it was Rosa Parks or Martin Luther King? Wasn't that the beginning of the fight? And now we're reverting back because people have lost their minds. It's insane. Washington University creates segregated housing specifically for black students. Okay, Western Washington University reserves a floor for black affinity housing program. I mean, guys, as we celebrate this holiday, as we see what this man died for, as we see everything that has been accomplished over the last few decades, are we not rolling back the clock? Is this not like so much worse? Harvard grads organize separate commencement for black students. I mean, so at Harvard, one of the finer institutions in the world for education, at least I thought there was. I mean, I thought so. But you read something like that and you have to wonder, have people lost their minds? Again, we're not celebrating equality by making people unequal. We're not celebrating or creating equality by segregating people based on their race. And yet, again, some of the highest institutions of learning in the world are doing just that. They're rolling back the clock, not moving things forward. They're probably creating a much bigger problem by doing this. And yet, that's apparently the PC and woke thing to do. So we can all sit back and watch the insanity unfold, unfortunately.